Howdy people. Okay, today I have got one from my buddy Jason Morfett, and it's a killer looking pod. It's just one, there's just one little problem. It's a little bit off the plant, so you can see it's just starting to get a little bit squishy. And interestingly, it doesn't have a big smell to it at all. No sweetness yet. But incredibly wrinkly. I mean, the shape of it is fantastic. It's a big red mama crossed with a SRMoruga, although if you're looking for it, it's a BRM crossed with an SRM. Big red mama is a Troy Primo cross. It's a Douglas crossed with a Naga Morich. So, you know, super hot already there. And Sarah Morugas, don't really know much about Sarah Ragunanen. From what I read, discovered the Moruga, or at least has had some influence in it being around. I grew the Sarah R. Trinidad Scorpion Longtails last season, and they were absolutely fantastic. Beautiful orange with this again, this killer wrinkly skin on it. Beautiful pods too. Okay. Yeah, I definitely let that go a little bit too long. It's a bit soft, but instant heat around the mouth. That's hot straight away. Straight to the back of the throat. Not so much the deep throat, but just you know, in the top of the throat. Didn't get a floral flavour from it either. It wasn't particularly sweet. You know, it wasn't bland. It's got its own flavour, but it was. Look, just having been a little bit off the plant for a little while, that I think, you know, intensifies some flavours, but yeah, it was actually quite a mild flavour. Front of my tongue's getting nice and warm. Certainly didn't get any flavour from the Naga or from the Douglas. You know, they both got really pronounced flavours. And I wouldn't say I've got a scorpion flavour. It's interesting how when you start crossing things, that, you know, you sometimes get a predominant flavour, but this really has its own flavour. If you are looking for this, as I said, it's a BRM crossed with a SRM, but there is also a BBM crossed with an SRM3, which is a Rocco Maltese one, when they're both different. Little bit on the lips. Sort of, it's even gone on the top of the roof of my mouth. You know, it was a really thin-walled pod, I would say, to start with, so you know, it's going to break down a little bit quicker than say a jalapeno or something like that. Tongue's really hot. Back of the throat's not too bad. There was an initial, as it went down, it really took off, but it's already calmed down there. You know, I don't actually know who made the cross of this pod. Jason Morfett, you know, kindly has dropped off a few pods, and it's just fantastic. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. But like usual, he's a master of finding some, you know, fantastic new crosses, and you know, it always blows my mind to see where it's going and, you know, what's being crossed with what to make new pods. Top of the tongue's hot. Back of the throat's almost gone though, and the flavour's still there, but it's just it's not an overpowering floral. It's nothing like that at all. You know, sometimes chocolate pods, when they've been off the plant for a while, can have the strongest flavours, but I've got to say this one is very mild on the tongue. Heat out of 10. 7.5 out of 10, getting towards 8 out of 10. But the shape of that, for me, I mean, that's worth growing just for the shape. Absolutely beautiful. And the SRTSL was the one that I grew last year, bright orange, had that really funky, you know, like looks like chewing gum chewed up, or like a brain or something. I mean, it's just such a fantastic wrinkling on the pods. You know, if you're starting out, I wouldn't suggest going and grabbing one off the plant and eating it, because they are pretty hot. 7.5 to 8 out of 10. All right, I reckon I can make this a quick one today. Have a fantastic day, everyone. I'll catch you later.